Hello all, welcome to Kabir's Automation channel. In today's video, we'll learn few more topics about JavaScript. So first we'll see how we can download and install Visual Studio Code, which is basically an IDE or editor where we can write our HTML and JavaScript code. Next, we'll be seeing what is live server extension and how we can use with Visual Studio Code editor. Next, we'll see document and console objects which are available in JavaScript. And finally, we'll see comments and statement in JavaScript. So let's start. So first of all, the Visual Studio Code is a open source IDE which is provided by Microsoft. So where we can write our JavaScript and HTML codes. So many people use other editors like Eclipse, Notepad++, Notepad, or any other editor. However, most popular one is Visual Studio Code. So first we'll see how to download it. So you go to Google and type Visual Studio Code download. Once you click on their official website, you will be able to see the different installation file from Windows or other operating system. For Windows, you just have to click on this. Once you click on this, you can see the download has started. So as I have already installed it in my laptop, so I am not going to install it. However, the installation is very easy. Once you download this exe file, you just have to click next, and the software will be installed in your system. So it is very easy to install and launch the software. So let's open this. So once you will open the Visual Studio Code editor, you will be seeing interface this way. Yeah, so this is the first interface which you will be getting after installation. So after installation, in this you can see here the explorer are there. After that, in this manage settings, if you want to change the color themes, if you don't like the normal one, or if you want to change it to basic other light version, you can do it from here. So first, to start with, you have to create the project folder. So to create the project folder, I'm just going into documents, and here I am creating one new folder. So folder name I will be writing JavaScript learning. So once the folder is created, you can go to the editor and open that folder. So here open folder option is there inside file. You can go here and choose the path which you have created recently and select folder. So once the folder is created, it will ask if you want to trust this folder. So uh, you can click on yes and submit. And after that, you can see the JavaScript learning folder has been came over here. So to write the JavaScript program, first we have to create one HTML basic HTML program, because as you know that HTML is a hosting or like HTML host the JavaScript program. So you can click on this new file option, and I'll write a sample.html. Then inside this, first I am writing the basic HTML codes, uh, so that inside that I can embed the JavaScript code also. So HTML open and close tag. Then I am creating head open and close tag. I'm keeping the structure as simple and also blank. next inside body. So HTML, as we have already seen, the JavaScript is a JavaScript like HTML is a hosting language for the JavaScript, and you can write the JavaScript code inside anywhere in HTML file. However, basically uh, it's a good practice to write inside the body tag, like after the body tag. So after the body there is a special tag for writing the JavaScript, that is script. So inside script, so here one argument we can write that script type equals to text JavaScript. JavaScript. So this is not mandatory, optional. However, if we write this, so that we mean that inside this we will be writing the JavaScript codes. So there are two default objects are available inside JavaScript. First one is the document. So we will be seeing how we can write the document. So basically document object is used for accessing the elements inside the HTML. So we'll be writing document dot write, document dot write, and now whichever we'll be writing inside this. Okay, so whichever you will be writing inside the document object, that will write in the HTML file. So after whenever the HTML we are launching inside that, this object will help to write the this file. So you can save this. And other way of doing writing it inside this also, we can write h1 tag. So that means it is a h1 tag we can write inside this way. So document is a object which is available inside JavaScript, which will help us to access the HTML document. And if you write document dot write, it will help us to write whichever you have written over here in the HTML when it is launching. So to check if it is working fine or not, you can go to the same folder and then you can run this. So as you can see, so I'll just keep it side by side so that we can, and I'll hide this so that we can see whichever we are writing, if it is executing fine or not. So as you can see, whichever I have written over here, that has come over here. So if you want to create one more similar kind of write, then here we can use h2 tag and we'll write a test1. And if you save it and refresh this, you can see this is executing and getting affected. So this way the document object help us to write whichever you want to write inside the HTML document. So next is the similar way. Next one more object is available inside JavaScript, that is console. So console dot log, inside this again you can write, this is console text. So whichever you will be writing inside the console thing, that will not come inside directly into the HTML file. As you can see, if I am refreshing it, it is not appearing over here because the console object help to write in the console. So how to get the console? You right click over it and inspect the file, and here you can see one console tab is there. If you go there, whichever text I have written in a console, that will be coming over here. So this is the another object of JavaScript. uh, so two object we have seen. One is document, which help us to write anything directly in the HTML. It can access the HTML elements and it can manipulate it. And console, another object which help us to write anything inside console. The similar way, if you want to now, every time whenever we are writing anything or changing anything, that for that to see like if it is working fine or not, we have to, like after saving, we have to open the file or refresh this page. To avoid this, there is one extension available inside our this uh, editor itself, that is, as we have already seen, that is live server extension. To access the live server extension from this IDE, you have to click on this extensions option, and you can write over here live server. And once you search it, you can see live server will come first. If you click on it, it is already written that it launch a development local server with live related feature for static and dynamic page. That means if you install this live server, whichever you will be writing, that will automatically will be getting executed and showing inside this local server. So that will be very easy and understandable whenever we are writing the code in the JavaScript. To run that, you just have to click on the Explorer. Here, you right click over your HTML file and click on Live Server option. So if you click on Live Server option, you can see that local server already here it has opened. Now you hide this, and if you write anything over the Java, if you write any JavaScript code, you just have to save it, and you can see it will be executed over here. So that is the beauty of this live server code. This extension will be very useful while writing or practicing the code. So now we have covered two topics: how to download and install the Visual Studio Code, and next is live server extension, how we can use. And we have also seen the document object, which helps to access the elements of HTML, and also console object to write anything on the console. So now we'll see what are comments and statement. So whenever any programmer writing any code in the JavaScript or anywhere, if he wants to provide some comment, or if you want to don't want to execute some of the lines, as you can see, uh, these two lines are like duplicate. So if developer wants to just comment it out, there are two type of comment is available. One is single line commenter. So for that, it's same like Java. So we use two slash. So if you use two slash, then it will be work as a single line comment. And if you save it, this portion of the code will not get executed. And another same type of commentary is for multi-line commentary. If you want to comment multiple line, you have to write slash star, and then wherever you are closing, after that you have to write slash star slash, and those two line or those many lines will be automatically commented. So this can be used if there are any unnecessary code, or if developer wants to write, or any developer wants to give any comment inside this, that this code does this or something. If he wants to give the comment, for that we use this comment. So comments can be used for two purpose. One is like if there are any unwanted codes which developer want to don't want to execute it, then they can write. Or also they can use for if any instruction has to be given for other developer or other person or other user to understand in a better way. uh, for that also we can use this. So in today's video, we have seen few topics of JavaScript. First we have seen the what is Visual Studio Code. So as I have already told, Visual Studio Code is a free source, like open source IDE which has been provided by Microsoft uh, to write HTML and JavaScript codes. Next, we have seen live server extension. That extension creates a local server to so that in runtime only whichever code we are writing, we can check if it is working fine or not. Next, two object we have seen. One is document. Document object help us to get access of a inner, like HTML elements, and console objects to write anything on the console. And finally, we have seen the single line comments and multi-line comments, which can be used to comment unwanted codes, or if developer wants to or user wants to provide any instruction to for other person to understand whatever he wants to express in that program. So that's all for today's video. In next video, we'll be seeing the JavaScript data types and some other topics. Thank you all for watching.